Hello everybody, welcome back to another episode of Musings of Star Niche. It's 12:30 at night and I have a 5 a.m. start tomorrow, so I need to wrap this up really quick. But first things first, actually the only thing that I need to talk about today is that I finally gave in to societal pressure and created a club on Strava for the riders that ride alongside with me. It's called the Mooners. Now, what it means to have a cycling club on Strava, I don't know. I really don't know what it means. I don't see what the difference is between maybe larger reach, because what we do now is we interact on WhatsApp and we all know each other, and then we say, okay, cool, hey, we're riding so and so day, and then we meet up and then we go ride. Uh, Maybe you get a wider reach through a Strava club. I don't know. I don't give a shit. But the point is, uh, we have the club. We have the Mooners Club. That's point number one. Point number two is the people who ride with me or the Mooners are all beginners. That's the that's where um that's the kind of riders that that form the Mooners group. Okay, now here's the thing with beginners. Most beginners get into it but don't really look for a target or don't have a target because they're not competing yet or they're not getting onto any cyclothons or races or anything, so they just go and randomly ride, which is also cool. But you need some kind of target. Everybody needs some kind of targets in life. That's kind of what you need to aim for and run for and all of that. So what I've done is we've created a challenge within the Mooners Club on Strava, where it's on a monthly basis, and it usually Strava challenges are all about who rides the longest duration amongst like a bunch of people, and then whoever's done the longest distance in a particular duration wins. Cool. But I had to do some math and figure out that hey, it's not about doing the longest distance, it's about who breaks their own barriers and who stays consistent in their riding pattern for a fixed duration. Um, so I can ride 100 kilometers every day for 6 days and then do a 10-kilometer ride on the seventh day. That makes 610 kilometers. But let's say a beginner who can barely do 10 kilometers, and if both of us are competing in the same challenge, there's no way that the beginner is going to win, and that's going to automatically clock this person off from all kinds of motivation. So I did some math, and the idea is that the first week is going to be like a base where everybody rides how much ever they ride. The only criteria is that they need to do 6 rides in a week. Okay, uh, they need to ride for 6 days in a week. Yeah, they need to ride for 6 days in a week, and then they create a certain number of kilometers. And everybody does this. Everybody who is part of this challenge does this. They do a minimum of 6 rides for 1 week, and then they create a minimum number of kilometers, and then they go and do whatever they want to do for the rest of the 3 weeks of that month. And whatever kilometers they achieved in that first week, that's going to be a number, and then whatever total kilometers they achieved is going to be another number. I'm going to subtract the two, and then I'm going to get another number. This is the third number, and whosoever has got that third number to be the biggest amongst all the people who are competing in this wins. So what I'm rewarding is not, they will win something. What I haven't decided it, but I'll definitely make it worth their while. Now here I'm not rewarding people who can go on and on forever and who've been riding forever. That's not who I want to reward here. I want to reward someone who can be as consistent as possible. Like come back and ride again and again and again. And there's a little formula that I worked out. Hopefully, will achieve that, and then we'll run some bugs on it in the first month, and then we can put it out in the open for everybody else. So yeah, that's I think that's what we hope to achieve with having a club on Strava. That's it. So I'm going to leave a link below for the to join the club, to join the Strava club. So no matter what kind of cyclist you are, if you're a 10-kilometer rider or a 20-kilometer rider or a 300-kilometer rider, does not matter. Get on the club and see if you can get onto this challenge as well, because I'm not rewarding distances I'm rewarding consistency through this challenge. Yes. And I got the mosquito. And yeah, I have a 5 a.m. start. So bye bye. Good night. See you all.